YWAM Perth. Hey, so I just wanted to send out this quick video, just giving you guys a little bit of just update and show you guys what I've been up to lately the last couple weeks and what God's been doing in my life. So here we go. I'll talk to you about a little bit about base life. Base life here is so cool. It's just, we wake up, okay, this is the worst part though. It's a little rough. We wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and we have morning exercise. Everything from jumping jacks to ultimate frisbee to calisthenics, you know, or what they call here Callies or something. I don't know, something around there. But it's been so much fun, just really enjoying it. After that we have time to get ready in the morning and we go and have a quiet time, and I've been having amazing quiet times here. God's just really been speaking a lot into my life. And after that, then we have morning tours. It's like being in a house, like this huge, all the base gets together and we each are divided up into sections of the base, like the offices, the auditorium, the lunchroom, the auditorium, the lunchroom or something around there. And I've been put in the office and I help clean the office, and it's just 30 minutes of fun time. And it's just this very family nature, and that's what I love about YWAM Perth, is that they have this family atmosphere all around. Like I woke up in the morning to have my quiet time, and there was 3 people like worshiping God, just having their quiet time. And one was a guitarist, and one was back in the piano right behind me, way over in the corner, and they were just pouring their hearts out to the Lord. And it's just a really cool atmosphere to be in, you know, that people are just honoring God with everything that's in them, and in their families, and their times with the Lord, and worship, and teachings, and all that good stuff. So it's been really encouraging. YWAM Perth is changing bases, meaning they are relocating to a new location here in Perth. Meaning at the end of November, pretty much almost close to about 2 months into our lecture phase, we're going to be moving everything in this entire base to another location just a block away though. But it's going to be a huge transition, and just a really exciting time to see that we get to be a part of something that God's doing already, has been preparing here in YWAM Perth for the longest time. And it's been really encouraging. So you're probably wondering, what am I actually learning here at YWAM Perth? What am I learning in my DTS? Well, our first week we started out with hearing God's voice and a quiet time, and it was run by Jen Brownhill, who is one of the major base leader's wives, and she was so intense and challenging and good. It just was on a bigger scale. It just really opened my eyes to how I hear God and what he does in my life, and how he speaks to me, and how he's speaking to everyone. A couple of points that were just really, really key to who I am as a Christian was the amount of time I spend with God in the quiet times and the hearing his voice should be a measure of my walk with the Lord. And that was so convicting of just really, it is a measure of what I am as a Christian, you know, how much time I'm hanging out with my dad, my papa, you know, it was really, really exciting. And then it just also, for me personally, I would recognize God's voice so much so. Our school on orientation got a spoken word that it would be a school of understanding and wisdom and deeper knowledge of understanding, and I've taken it to heart. I want the deeper understanding of God, and I want to hear his voice so much and know his voice, recognize it so clearly that I become his confidant or his secret keeper. I really have been praying for that the Lord and I would just grow so close, that I'd be able to just learn the mysteries of him, grow so close like Abraham or Moses, that his glory would just shine through me, and it wouldn't even be me. We would just be in such a good communion. It's an extremely challenging place to be, but a really cool place. So week 2 of our lectures, which was just finished up, we had Dean Harvey speak, who's an amazing man of God. He knows his Bible inside and out. He's been reading the Bible every year, all the way through for close to 50 years or so. And so he just has an extremely wealth of knowledge when it comes to the Bible. And he talked everything on the character and nature of God, because when you know the Bible, you know the character and nature of God. And some things that just really hit home with me were some points that God created me and every one of us in the world to multiply his love, to just be an expression of his character and his love. And so me being a Christian, like walking every day with that fact that I am here to walk in God's character, and show off who my dad is, you know, when I walk outside or walk to talk to people and when I'm encountering others, you know, it was a really hit home. And then we understood the broken heart of God, and that was our first day of teaching, and it was probably the hardest thing to go through, because it truly showed the heart of God for us and why he loves us so much. And Dean Harvey had an incredible story of how he lost his son who had not known Christ, had known Christ and fallen away in Christ in a car accident, and how he personally understood the Lord just brought him into a place where he understood the heart and the broken heart of God when he lost his son, and also when he loses all of his children that don't know Christ and they go to hell because they don't know him. And it broke me. It changed how I thought about God. And so his final statement for us was that we would pray every day that we would rather not bring grief to our dad, to bring grief to Papa God, but to bring joy, and only joy to him. And that it sunk. It just went there. And I've been praying it ever since. And I'm desiring that I would bring joy to God's heart. And so yeah, it's been personally, just as my testimony, these last 2 weeks have been extremely challenging. It hasn't been all like, oh, I'm loving God. Yes, there's been good times with the Lord, but personally, it's just been so heart-wrenching, convicting. The Lord's revealing stuff that I didn't even know was inside me. How much I love him and how much he loves me, and just accepting his love. There's everything from that. And then I'm also desiring this greater understanding. I really, truly am praying that the Lord just grows me in this understanding and wisdom, and that through that, to get to that understanding and wisdom, that I would learn the fear of God. And so just, if you guys could just keep praying for me, that the Lord would really reveal himself in these ways, because I'm desiring that he just convicts me of all things, and that I just be freely to just go for him with all that I have. And this is only week 2, so it's incredible. I've got 2.5 more months of craziness, and I'm so pumped to see what God's going to do in my life and my school's life and my leaders and our outreach time, and I can't believe it. So just to wrap things up, a couple things you guys can be praying for. First off is our school. Our school is a tight-knit group. We love each other. We're working on it. I pray that they would all just come to know God in a deeper and deeper, stronger way, and that we grow to unite, because we're pretty unite, but I feel like there's so much more the Lord has for our school. The second thing you can be thinking about is London, praying and interceding that God would prepare us, because we're like the first wave. The October DTS, their quarter, is the first wave into London. So you could be praying that God would just prepare the hearts of the British people and for our arrival, and that God would just provide opportunities for us to really speak his life and love into the people there. Lastly, I just really would love prayer for the provisions needed to get stuff done here, that YWAM Perth would have the finances to move into a new base and to go all of their schools to go on outreach. Just start praying that God would just provide provision in terms of finances, in terms of I don't know, like the random stuff. Like we're trying to raise money for an ice fund or an ice machine, which is kind of cool, and even for the kids who don't already have their money, they're praying and asking God that he would provide. So just be praying that the Lord just really gives his provision and blessing. And so, but it's extremely exciting times. I'm so blessed and so honored to be in this position right now, and just soaking it all in. Every moment, every time that I'm hanging out, I'm loving it, because I know it's just the perfect time for the Lord and I to just hang and actually hear his voice no matter where I'm at, and just a good place to grow. So well, that's it for this week, this bi-weekly update. I love you all, family and friends, and I will say good day, mates, from Perth, Australia, and I love you guys a lot. See ya. Bye.